welcome you to our November First Friday Jazz Vespers service, and we continue with the theme of wintry spirituality. And this evening's theme centers around more than just that. It centers around a story told about Saint Kevin. Saint Kevin is an Irish saint born to nobility in the late 5th century. His home, Glendalough in County Wicklow, is where he lived. And because of Kevin, Glendalough is one of the most important sites of monastic ruins in Ireland. He lived in a small cave as a hermit with an extraordinary closeness to nature. Like St. Francis, he was drawn to animals and birds, and they in turn were drawn to him. He went barefoot and spent his days and nights in prayer. His fame grew. People came from across Ireland to seek his help and guidance. And though his fame grew, he continued to live a life of fasting and prayer and teaching. He had established a monastic community. Having retired into solitude, he returned at the request of the community that had formed around him. But for our purposes, just one story about St. Kevin. One day, while praying in a rustic hut, he placed his hands out the window. A blackbird landed in the palm of his hand. Presenting perfectly as a nest, the bird settled and laid an egg. Kevin, instead of shooing the bird away and ridding himself of the egg, held his hand in position till the egg hatched and the bird took flight. The story is made more famous by the Irish poet Seamus Heaney in his poem St. Kevin and the Blackbird. It is a beautiful, fantastical, simple tale of patience and kindness, of the cost that comes in caring for the least of these. And that little story presents the key theme for us this evening, inspiring our song, our silence, our reflection, and our prayer. We do hope you enjoy this time with us.
Still our minds to your presence in this place. Still our minds, meet us now with unending grace. Open our hearts, give us eyes to see. Open our hearts, give us ears to hear. Free our souls, break these chains, help us find your peace.
As I said at the start, the theme for this quarter of First Friday Jazz Vespers is a wintry spirituality, perfectly appropriate for the physical time of year, but also for the season we seem to be in terms of politics and indeed the lingering COVID-19 crisis. Won't you bow your heads with me in prayer? This prayer is called Eternal Winter. The dark shadow of peace leans over us. We are mindful that the darkness of greed, of exploitation, and hatred also lengthens its shadow over our small planet Earth. As our ancestors feared death and evil and all the dark powers of winter, We fear that the darkness of war, discrimination, and selfishness may doom us and our planet to an eternal winter. May we find hope in the lights we have kindled on this sacred night. Hope in one another and in all who form the webwork of peace and justice that spans the world. In the heart of every person on this earth burns the spark of luminous goodness. In no heart is there total darkness. May we who are celebrating this time of year, by our lives and our service, by our prayers and love, call forth from one another the light and the love that is hidden indeed in every heart. We ask Griff and Mary now to lead us with Herr Enem Volat.
Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. Let Israel be glad in his Maker. Let the sons of Zion rejoice in their King. Let them praise his name with dancing, making melody to him with timbrel and lyre. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. For the Lord takes pleasure in his people. He adorns the humble with victory. Let the faithful exult in glory. Let them sing for joy on their couches. Let the high praises of God be in their throats and two-edged swords in their hands. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. To wreak vengeance on the nations and chastisement on the peoples, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute them on the judgment written. This is glory for all his faithful ones. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord. Sing to the Lord a new song. Praise the Lord.
Last Sunday in the Christian calendar was All Saints' Day, a day to honor those whose lives and example reflected the light and the love of God, those who in short allowed the grace of God to be channeled through them and expressed in their daily lives. Some are recognized for their great words, both spoken and on paper. Many were not great academics. Their actions spoke louder than their words. They are, for me, reflective of one of my favorite quotes. I used it in the welcome to last month's Jazz Vespers. It is from the Anglican Bishop John Spong. God is not a noun that demands to be defined. God is a verb that invites you to live, to love, and to be. In other words, we can have all of the intellectual working out of God done in our heads, but if it's not reflected in our actions, in how we try to live our lives, it remains little more than a very nice academic exercise. Reference to St. Kevin, the founder and first abbot of Glendalough. He had a deep sense of the wonder and mystery that is God as expressed in nature. One of the mistakes we make is to think of nature as being something apart from us, something that we look upon, rather than something we look at from within. We are a part of its mystery. We are a part of nature's wonder. And nature reminds us that action need not be powerful in the loud and militant sense. Nature goes about its business quietly and gently, so much so that we often fail to notice it. At this time of year, we can be excused for thinking that nature has taken a break. It seems as if nothing is happening. Feeling the heat from the sun in a